Dzień dobry Państwu.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It's 12 o'clock sharp. My name is Wiesław Oleś and I'm the chairman of the supervisory board of the company, and I have the pleasure to welcome you all and begin today's extraordinary general meeting of the stakeholders. The first and very important point of our meeting is selection of the chairman of today's EGM, and I have to commit this selection. Please put yourself forward as a candidate. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, do we have any other candidates? I don't see any. Do you agree to be a candidate? Yes, I do. In a moment we will begin a vote as for the chairman of our extraordinary general meeting. It will be secret voting, and I would like to ask the representatives of the IT company managing the vote to inform us of the rules and the technical specifications of the vote. Hello, my name is Paweł Jackowski, and I have the pleasure of managing the voting system for you on today's meeting. During the registration process, you got tablets, voting tablets. Right now, there are two buttons located on the tablet, on the screen. The first one, the first button is representing the number of shares and the number of votes you have on today's meeting. Please make sure that it is correct. And the second button has all the documents related to today's meeting. Throughout the meeting, you have access to it and the possibility of browsing through it. The procedure of vote is going to be as follows. At the moment of creating the vote by the chairman, the title of the vote will appear on the screen, and three buttons, decision buttons, will appear on the tablet: green yes, yellow abstain, and red button no. You have to select, make your decision, and then confirm your selection so that it is sent to the system. If at first you make a mistake, there is a possibility of returning to the original selection and then reaffirming your decision. After you click confirm, there is no possibility of changing your vote, and this system provides full secrecy and transparency of the vote. If you have any questions, please, I'm at your disposal. So, as far as I understood, the rules of voting are clear. So let me create the voting for selecting the chairman of our today's extraordinary general meeting. Please start voting.
Proszę Państwa, czy wszystkie osoby oddały głosy?
Have you already voted? If so, I close the vote, and please generate the results. So, I have the pleasure of announcing that the extraordinary general meeting has selected the chairman of today's meeting unanimously. Thank you very much for your attention, and I would like to ask you to come to the table, to take your seat behind the table. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, and thank you for selecting me as the chairman. I would like to put forward the attendance list to verify it and sign it and present it to the members of today's meeting. based on the attendance list and put forward documents. So the current report number 11/2019 from the 28th of February 2019, and the announcement placed on the internet website of the company, and all the other prints put forward, I hereby confirm the legal basis for appointing today's meeting and the possibility to adopt resolutions listed in the agenda. Let's move on to the agenda of today's EGM. And point number one. The next point after selecting the chairman, so adopting the agenda of today's EGM. The agenda was printed on and placed on our website, so I won't read it right now. So right now I open a vote, the act on adopting the agenda of today's general meeting based on the new member of a new stakeholder, and let me open the vote for the resolution number 2 of today's EGM in terms of adopting the agenda of today's EGM. The vote is open. And I close the vote. I hereby announce that the resolution was adopted unanimously. All the votes were for adopting the resolution. Let's move on to the next point on the agenda, which is adopting a resolution on increasing the amount of members of the supervisory board of the company in the term 2017-2019. The proposal was put forward to increase the number of supervisory board members to 6 members. I open the vote. Resolution number 3 of our today's EGM in this respect. I open the vote. I close the vote. I withdraw the closing. Please let us know once you're ready. I close the vote. Please show the results on screen. There were 33,679,683 votes set for the adoption of the resolution, and 2,014 votes given for no against the resolution. So hereby the resolution is adopted. Next point of the agenda. Adopting a resolution on appointing a new member of the supervisory board of the company. In this point, I hereby ask for a formal putting forward of the new member as a candidate, and it has been done already by Mr. Dariusz Miłek. I hereby sustain my candidature. Are there any other candidates that would like to put forward their candidature? I don't see any. Therefore, I hereby put to vote resolution number 4 of our today's EGM for appointing Mr. Dariusz Miłek to the supervisory board of the company. I open the vote. I close the vote. Something new has just happened because Mr. Dariusz Miłek has just become a member of the supervisory board of the CCC SA company. 32,831,631 votes were for the resolution and against 850,066 votes were against the resolution. Mr. Dariusz, congratulations on your appointment. We're now moving on to the next point of the agenda concerning change of the chairman of the supervisory board of the company. Are there any formal motions in this respect? In connection with the selection of Mr. Dariusz Miłek as the member of the supervisory board, I hereby request a move to appoint Mr. Dariusz Miłek as the chairman of the supervisory board. Are there any other motions in this respect? I don't see any. Therefore, I open the vote, the resolution number 5 of our today's EGM. To change the chairman of the supervisory board of the company, dismissal Mr. Wiesław Oleś from the function of chairman with the simultaneous appointment Mr. Dariusz Miłek to the chairman of the supervisory board. I open the vote. I close the vote. There were 32,840,908 votes for the resolution and 840,789 votes against the resolution. Therefore, I consider the resolution as adopted. Ladies and gentlemen, we're moving on to the next point on the agenda concerning changes in the supervisory board. Changes concerning dismissing a member of the supervisory board. Please put forward your motion. On behalf of the Nationale Nederlanden stakeholder, I would like to put forward the motion for dismissal Mr. Jerzy Suchnicki from the supervisory board of the company. Are there any other motions in this respect? In this point of the agenda? I don't see any. I therefore open the vote for resolution number 6 of the AGM concerning dismissal of Mr. Jerzy Suchnicki from the position of the member of the supervisory board of the company. I open the vote. I close the vote. There were 27,845,626 votes for the resolution, 5,415,620 votes against the resolution, and 410,451 votes stakeholders abstained. So I hereby consider the resolution as adopted. Ladies and gentlemen, moving on to the next point on the agenda, appointing in place of the dismissed member of the supervisory board, a new member of the supervisory board. On behalf of the Nationale Nederlanden, I would like to keep the candidature of Mr. Filip Gorczyca as a new member of the supervisory board. Mr. Filip Gorczyca's curriculum vitae was presented on the annual general meeting, so I don't see any need for repeating it. Therefore, I'm moving on to the vote on the resolution number 7 of our general meeting to appoint Mr. Filip Gorczyca to the supervisory board of the company CCC SA. I open the vote. I close the vote. Ladies and gentlemen, there were 27,845,626 votes for the resolution, 5,415,620 votes against the resolution, and 451 votes abstained. So I hereby announce the resolution as adopted. We're moving on to the next point on the agenda. Concerning changes of the rules and regulations of the supervisory board. The changes were announced on the website of the company. If any of the stakeholders would like to say something, please do it now. I don't see anyone, so I open the vote for resolution on the resolution number 8 concerning the change of the rules and regulations of the supervisory board of the company. I open the vote. I close the vote. There were 33,637,397 votes for the resolution and 44,300 votes abstained. Therefore, the resolution is considered as adopted. I would like to congratulate the selected members. I would like to congratulate Mr. Marcin Czeczerski, who became the chairman of the company, Mr. Dariusz Miłek, the chairman of the supervisory board. I would like to wish you fruitful work, and I hereby close today's extraordinary general meeting. Thank you very much.